Payton Poe, 1-for-1, but something that has never happened before. You said you felt a little dizzy afterwards. Tell me about maybe why that was and how you feel now.
So I started off really fast and I got really tight at the beginning and I had a really fast first mile, and then towards the end I started to cramp up, and then everyone was trying to catch me at the end. I don't know, it was just something I've never felt before. So I think it's probably because I just haven't raced since state cross country. So
yeah. Is that something you will adjust to as the season goes on, or you just think it was maybe first race type thing?
It was probably first race jitters and stuff. So.
All right. Well, how do you feel overall about what you ended up here today?
Well, I had a good lead, so I think getting first probably will help me do better this season, and yeah.
All right, so I didn't ask you this in our Names to Know feature. I wanted to kind of ask you about what you're looking at collegiate-wise, because it's hard to believe that you're a senior now. It doesn't seem that long ago where I was kneeling on the concrete there doing our KMA Land Future feature, but what is going on with the recruitment, and how are things looking there?
Well, a lot of colleges have reached out to me during quarantine, but I haven't had any decisions, and it's dead period, so I can't go visit them. They can't come visit me, so...
Yeah, that's tough. So do you have a timeline or any schools in mind at this point?
I have nothing in mind, but hopefully I'll decide towards the spring. So.
All right, well, we're looking forward to it. You got some time here. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
All right, Emma Hughes with a second place finish here today. Emma, somebody just said it's good to have you back. Explain your story a little bit, missing your freshman and sophomore years.
Well, 8th grade year I had a pretty good season, and then freshman year going into it I got a stress fracture and was out for the whole season and just kept getting them, couldn't really figure out why. I've had 5 in my right leg, so it's just kind of been learning how to overcome that and do what I can to still get in shape without as much running. So.
Is there, have they figured out a way to stop that, or is there just kind of pain tolerance?
Actually, the doctors really don't know why they kept happening, so just kind of going off, making sure I don't have pain, and if I do, back off. So.
All right, on a positive note, you were out here running today and had a really strong finish. I think you said you were running 4th most of the way, finished 2nd. Tell me about today's run and your strong finish.
Well, I wanted to go out well. Last year I did run, just wasn't really my best, and I struggled with getting out, so this year I just kind of took a chance, went for it, went out, got out hard. Put me in a good position to kind of stay up with Taylor McCready and the 2 Urbandale girls. I knew Payton would kind of go off, so yeah.
I know sometimes after a race, some girls or some boys too will need a little more time to talk with me, but you were almost immediately ready. Do you feel like you could maybe run a few more miles?
I don't know. I tried to up it a little bit since our track season got canceled and got another fracture and was out, so kind of just keeping it low, hopefully still able to improve through the season. So.
What do you think about this finish? What does this do for you? What kind of expectations do you have for yourself this year?
Definitely just I'd love to work up and get a little closer to Payton, try to stick with her, because I know she's a good runner, won state last year, so that's a good goal.
Congratulations, great run.
Thank you.
Reckon leader of this Harlan crew that had 3 in the top 9 today in Glenwood. Tell me a little bit, first of all, about your run, how you felt out there, how you're feeling right now about your run.
Right now I feel pretty good, first meet, so always just a little bit jitterish coming back. We've had a big break, but my team and I really focused on no negative talk, our mentality, just keeping everyone focused and calm and ready to run because we know we've been training. So I felt good. I kind of had a goal, stay up there with Kaya because she's usually the teammate that I'm up there with, and then if I had anything left, just keep going. So.
You mentioned kind of the off-season work that you guys have been putting in. What did it look like this summer?
This summer, our track season got canceled, which most of them did. So I know a lot of us continued to do track workouts after the season ended until we kind of shifted into cross country, and we've been doing that since May. We run every day and most Sundays, but we've done a lot of time trials recently, more than usual, and I think everybody's just really ready to get going.
Certainly a lot of history and tradition here lately for Harlan girls cross country, and you lose 2 really good seniors in Lucy and Abby. What are you and Kaya and Liv? What are you guys trying to do in order to keep this success rolling?
We're just trying to stay focused. We know we did lose 2 runners, but we have 4 of us left, and the rest of our team, we have a pretty deep bench, I guess you could say. So we just keep it. We don't really need to depend on 2 people when we've got a whole team. So everybody has their own day, and everybody else just picks each other up.
Great job today.
Thank you.
All right, Craig Allen Becker, CAB they call him, with his avocado socks, gets the victory here today, man. Tell me a little bit about the race and what it was like running out there.
Yeah, so at first I was a little nervous because we were up there for quite a while, so that kind of made the nerves build up, but I got calmed down and just really tried to stay relaxed through that whole thing, and that really was what helped me out.
Tell me a little bit about the battle. I think it was a 3-man race for most of the way through.
Yeah, so there at first, Varg, our coach, he told us to sit back and kind of wait for how the first mile plays out. So I did that. Then I used the downhills and some of the switchbacks to kind of get a better position. And once we got to that 1,800 meter mark, I tried to get a good kick.
We were talking a little bit. You haven't been sitting around during the off season. Tell me about the training that you've been doing.
Yeah, so before we were able to go in the weight room, I live on a farm, so I'd use feedbacks to my importance a lot, and then it really helps out because my mom's the track coach, and then I've been able to train with David Thompson, who's at Iowa State now, so I've been having a lot of really good resources, which has really helped elevate my training.
I know you had high expectations anyway, but what does a win like this do for you here early on?
It just shows what a guy can do. I mean, I was actually expecting a goal of sub 1620 and I already hit it. So, now it's what can I do from here? So obviously it's really good. I got to move on and just hopefully we can have some more meets like it.
Great job.
Thank you.
Aidan Booten of TJ finishes second here today. Aidan, you were just kind of taking me through that race. Let's start that over again and take me through it.
Okay, so started out like usual, like I always do, just, top 25. And I was like, you know what, this is feeling good. I just kind of kept going like I normally do. I caught up with the people that I've been familiar with, like Trey Gross and the kid from Atlantic. I should know his name. I don't know why I don't. There's this new kid, Craig Becker, and the kid from LC that's a freshman. We were all together, and then me and the LC kid were up front for a little bit, and I felt good. We were actually talking a little bit throughout the race. I didn't recognize him at first, but me and him ran at this club track during the summer together before it was actually like maybe my 9th grade or 10th grade year. But so we had ran before. Don't ask me why, just thought about that. Anyway, and then that Atlantic kid, he caught up, he passed me pretty quick, and I was like, I got to stay with him, I got to stay in this race, I got to compete. And man, he just kept going. And I was giving it as much as I could. And he just had that finish, and he was strong.
Sometimes it's not always about the win. Maybe it's just kind of how you feel you ran. So how do you feel right now about how you ran today?
I feel pretty good. First meet of the year. I don't expect the best and I don't expect the worst. I just go out, I just run how I do, and I just push myself as hard as I can each time. Try to improve more and more each time. Just keep pushing. It's a constant battle. It's a constant battle running is.
I know you and probably your team have high expectations. What are you guys aiming for this year?
We're aiming for about like what we do to just compete like we always have been. That's pretty much about what we've always done, and that's just what we're looking for.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
All right, Ethan Eichhorn from Lewis Central. Maybe a name to know here. A freshman comes in third in the first career varsity race. Ethan, what's going through your head right now? How you feeling?
I feel great. I don't know. I didn't think I could do it, but I just pushed through it and finished the race.
Yeah, I was kind of watching from afar trying to figure out who was running with Craig and Aidan up there, and it was you. Tell me a little bit about yourself and how much you put into this sport and in getting prepared for your high school career.
Well, I've been running with Colin Lilly from St. Albert since like May or June, and we run a lot together, so we've been preparing a lot this year.
It's certainly a very hilly course. How did you attack this course from your perspective?
I attacked the uphills and tried to fly down the downhill as fast as I could, and just take my body with me and just like that.
Kind of an interesting little tidbit. Aidan had said you guys were having a conversation while you were running. I'd never heard of that before, but what were you guys talking about?
I told him that we ran track together, youth track, and I told him that, and he didn't really know. He forgot, I guess.
You're just a freshman and a strong finish to start out in a really strong field. What kind of goals do you have for yourself here in your first year of cross country?
I don't know. Just try to stick up there for the rest of them. Maybe get first, second, one of them. Try to finish through it.
Congrats on a great run today.
Thank you.